Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the circus. My name is Nareve, and although this is going to be the first time you see me on the channel, this is actually my fourth vlog. I've done 4 already, but unfortunately, due to the fact that I lack all competency when it comes to video editing, I don't have those videos done because I don't know what I'm doing, and when I export the files after I've done editing them, they somehow don't export as one file. It turns into like 13. And so it doesn't upload to YouTube. That's frustrating. So long story short, I'm gonna do this all in one cut. Just gonna go ahead and just get it all out there. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, I am driving. That's not a big deal. I promise I'm being safe. I'm actually in a parking lot right now where there was one person that just crossed in front of me that I let cross in front of me. I am paying 100% attention, I assure you. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about a few things, and the first thing is a sequitur into the second thing, and that is I am considering getting another tattoo. I've always been a fan of them. I know that for a lot of people it's against their religious preferences. Technically should be for me, right? Because I am of the Christian belief system, if you will. Not saying anybody has to be a Christian, not saying anybody has to be literally anything. Be what you want to be, do what you want to do. It's not my place to judge you. With that being said, a lot of people that I know, especially when I got my first tattoo, were kind of a little bit judgy because it is, you know, it does say in the Bible that your body is a temple and you're not supposed to defile your body, put any substances in it that are bad, alcohol, marijuana, whatever it may be. And it does also mention not getting tattoos and piercings. Not for me, right? I'm a fan of tattoos, right? The one that I have right now is actually this, which is a blue semicolon. The blue well, I'll just say the whole thing. It's blue, or it's a semicolon and then IGY6. And that is, the semicolon is for not committing suicide, right? Because it's kind of hard to see, but I have scars all over my body from self-harm and from attempted suicide. And that more or less is the semicolon is more or less me making a promise to my brother and to my dog and to everyone that I know and love that I won't commit suicide. The rest of that tattoo is for my brother. Right, for anybody that doesn't know, my brother is the most important person in my life. He has been there through thick and thin, carried me when I couldn't carry myself, and he's always been, for lack of a better way to put it, my hero. And he's also been to Afghanistan, he's seen war, and he's seen some shit. So the IGY6 is, it's I've got your 6, right? IGY, I've got your, and then 6, like, I've got your back, I'll always be there for you. The black on the IG and the Y all represent the burden that he bears in his heart that I'm trying to take for him. And then the 6 being red is our blood bond and the blood that he has seen spilt. So, I know what you're thinking. Why do you want to get another tattoo? Well, I want to get the Horde insignia because World of Warcraft, although I'm going to say it defines me as a person. It has brought me to the way that I am now. It has shaped me to be the individual that I am. And I really do think that playing World of Warcraft, meeting the friends that I've met, being around the people that I've been around, has opened me up socially in a different way than anything. Because, again, I don't really often get out. I'm not a huge fan of being around people. And as a direct result, I spend a lot of time reclusive and socializing through only the internet. Which kind of leads me to the second part of this, which is what defines you and who inspires you to be the best that you can be. So for me, obviously, number one most inspirational person to me is my brother. Without fail, he is a literal hero that saved lives and has saved my life, and he's the most important person to me. Oh, this is not a flattering angle.
Harry Potter, you will not go to that school, Potter.
But I digress. I will say the second most influential person in my life is my cousin Amber, right? She really got me out of some awkward social situations and got me to open up to people, and still to this day carries me through when I'm being a stubborn butthole and makes sure that I'm doing well. Third most influential person is my best friend Gary. He is like a brother to me as well. I've known him for 5 years now. He is my bowling coach. He is my friend. He's the one that got me to go to the gym in the first place. He's the one that's been a big facilitator for me losing weight, and as a direct result, he's super influential. Next is going to be my online best friend and brother, Justice, right? He has been there through thick and thin. He knows more about me than I would say most everyone online. And then the fifth most influential person in my life is someone that I've never met. Someone that I will probably never meet. Somebody that doesn't know who I am, doesn't know my name, and knows nothing of me, but he still saved my life, and that's Philip DeFranco. When I was, I'll just say a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. No, actually it would have been longer than that because it was right when his son Trey was first born. I was kind of at wit's end. I was at the bottom, the worst of the worst in my life. And I was in my room with a gun in my hand ready to pull the trigger. It was not a good time for me. And my dog walked in, and I didn't want to do it in front of my dog, so I waited for her to leave. So I put it down, and I figured I was going to... poor choice of words here, but I was going to kill some time, right? I was going to go ahead and I was just going to kind of do my own thing for a minute while my dog, got done and left, because she just wanted to sit for a minute like she does. But I ended up turning on a video, which was actually the first video of Philip DeFranco introducing his son Trey, right? He's in the hospital and he's like, oh, I'm going to introduce my son Trey. And I was like, I'm just going to watch this. My dog ended up leaving, and I decided, maybe not today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Then the next day I watched another one of his videos, and then another one. And this wasn't the first time I had ever seen his videos, right? I was subbed to him at this point. It was just, he just happened to be the first one on the list. And so instead, every day I watched his videos. And he really did get me through some pretty rough times. So yeah, those are the people that are really influential in my life. And I don't know. I hope that on this channel one day I can be somebody's Philip DeFranco. I can be somebody's reason to not kill themselves, because it's a really shitty thing, right? I've lost 4 of my close friends to suicide. And I'll never do that to anybody, because that's bullshit. That is a bullshit, awful thing to do, because one, you're not solving your problems. You're making your problems worse and giving it to somebody else and expecting them to deal with it. I understand being at a low point, but suicide is never an option. It will never be an option. It's not. It's an asshole thing to do. And I know it sounds like I'm just being a dick here. Maybe I am. Maybe it's because I know how low can be. And I know how bad life can be. And I know that at the worst of the worst, you think nothing else can happen. But I promise you, if you just hold on, if you just stay with it, things will get better. It's not where I expected this video to go at all. It's kind of the problem with doing one-shot videos, is you just kind of go sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here because I don't really feel like talking anymore. I'm at Albertsons trying to pick up some chicken. I like chicken. Tonight for dinner I'm going to have some fajitas. Anyway, I love you guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I could really use it. It's pretty sad right now. I'm at 24 subscribers and 28 videos. I have more videos on the channel than I have subscribers. So sub if you haven't already. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more vlogs. Like I said, I have some in the works. I went to a fair, social anxiety. I showed off my rocks, that kind of thing. A whole bunch of stuff that will come soon. I do promise. I'm working on it as hard as I can. But when you're incompetent, life is not easy. And I guess that's the last takeaway that you can take from this is life's not easy, right? It's not always going to give you what you want. You're not always going to get everything the way that you want it to happen. But I promise things do work out in the end. Always. Stay safe out there, guys.